Right, so after that short interlude of laying out the foundations, let me just walk you around what I've done. So this is a stone chisel texture. You can create the chisel just normal way, and then from that I basically took stone and I chose that top one there and enabled connected textures here, and then the borders is this one here, just here, and same with the connected textures on. So they're the blocks that I used. Now the idea here, now this may change, I don't really know, is this side here I'm going to have lava generation down this side, just here, all the way to the end. I'm going to have cobblestone generation down this side here, and in this bottom section here may well end up with different stone types of the resource generator, because we don't need that much stone to feed all these. We don't need like a row of them all the way down. So I may switch at some point and have different stone types down here. Let's start at the back just here. These two plots here will be farms full of dirt eventually. I don't have enough dirt to fill them, that's why they're currently empty. This is going to be a main thoroughfare, and the base will expand out that way. I may replace this stone at some point. So there's our original 4 dirt that we had, although 3 of them are podzol. So I stretched it out this way a bit, just so it lined up with putting in an entrance just here. What I'm going to do is, this was temporary, I didn't have this in the last episode, so these are probably exhausted by now of lava. These are the Flux Hammers, the one that we made and the one that we got from the quest reward. It took me a little bit to figure out how they actually work. They are sided, and basically you need a chest on top and a chest in front, or not necessarily a chest, but any inventory on top and in front, otherwise they won't work. That tick there, if I don't want to break this because I can't pick them all up. So as you can see here, we've been churning away on different things, and there's nothing in the top chests because these actually had they've got 9 storage blocks inside, so you don't really need the storage on top for temporary work like this. What else did I do? I had to play around with the crafting automat to see how it worked, and basically what you do, or the only thing to remember really, is that the side with the hole in just here, so as you see, if you look around this side, there's no hole, there's no hole on this side either. This side here needs an output chest. Or is it an input chest? No, it's an output chest. And then what you do inside here, you put the recipe in here and then feed it the necessary items. So for instance here, if I put in some of this dust, how many have we got? 27. Let's just grab a few. If I put that in, you'll see the recipe is that was too quick. Let's just do it again. This time I will click straight off. You'll see the progress bar here shoot up and go back down again. And when that actually happens, it's actually made 1. Or in this case, it's made 8. And it did it again because I put enough dust in. So you don't take this actual recipe out. It will automatically eject out into a nearby chest. Had a look to see how we can put just like 1 stack of each in these, and there's 2 ways of doing that. Let's see, if you put stack in JEI, oh no, sorry, not stack, keep. Put keep in JEI, you'll see here that there is a RS way, but there's also simple storage network, which is not a million miles away from what we're doing. The only downside is we needed redstone and aluminium, and this invar. Now the invar constant sand and the aluminium are not far away in our quest tree, so that's kind of doable. The redstone clock we made in an earlier quest. What else have I done? Well, if we look at the map, what I did do is I went along this line here to all these boats, and emptied the chests out, and then I came down and came back this way. And as a consequence of that, we found some more gems and ores. Not the copper, I've made that, and same with the tin. We found some more iron. We found one more diamond, a couple of emeralds, some more lapis, some bits of gold. But the one big find that we did get, and I don't know where it is, what have we done with it? It's just here. Found a jet ski. Let me put that in there. Found a jet ski in one of the double chests on these boats. So that was a decent find. I've no idea how to use it yet. I did try and it didn't work, but I've seen a keybind in the options for the jet ski. Endless jet ski there. There's a power on and off with the star. The decrease key needs remapping as well, because that's not going to work, or it might do, but let me just try that actually. I'm not sure if it takes fuel or not. So if you pop it in the water and get in it and then press the star key, no, nothing happens. Now it does say 0.0 BPS there at the bottom, so I'm wondering if that is some sort of fuel. And it doesn't have an interface when you get in it to put sort of fuel in it, so I'm not quite sure how that works. So where do we go from here? Well, I've moved the 4 crucibles that we had just there over here, and these are now getting stone from this setup via the underneath, via this item pipe cable. I've got lava underneath there, as you can see, so that's a good heat source of 30, and then the lava is going to come out of here, and we're going to be going down again and all the way into this section here. Now this section just here is where I'm going to have my crushers. So crushers will be over there, and I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to pull a cobblestone from these to crush, or whether I'm going to have their own resource generators. I'll probably end up having their own resource generators. I don't see why we should interfere with this for those, and because they're not difficult to make. Not for cobblestone anyway. I did create some more compression dynamos, and I did create some more flux hammers. Now what I'm going to do with power is quite simply, I am going to put some engines here at the back, and then take the cables, and I'm going to face them down, and then take a power cable into that section over there. So this lava setup, which will be going all the way down here, will power both our compression dynamos, and it will also be used for, we use the lava for the pour transformation powder into blocks. That's it. So we can actually put the engines down now. Now what I've found with the compression dynamos is they basically face the way that you place them, and if you get too close they face up. So what we're going to have to do to face them down, now we could actually put them directly under there, but that's right next to the lava, so what I wanted to do was bring them out one more. So that's what we're going to do here. Now this is going to interfere with this border, so I think what we'll do instead is have them facing this way, like this, like so. And then we can take our energy pipes, which I need to make some more of. Now these will take quite a lot of lava to fill up, and then they've obviously got the buffer. It will be interesting to see actually whether they stop burning or using lava when they're actually full. I need to create another crucible for that spot there. Not quite sure why I put 5 in, but I did. I might as well create a stack. I have been grinding off camera, so our systems are pretty much full. And as you can see, I've made all these compression dynamos and these flux hammers off camera as well. So I've been bashing away at resources. These cobble gens here, these chests, not chests, storage drawers are actually full. So they're maxed out at the minute. Oh, near enough anyway. It's 2048. I don't know how that... Oh, yeah. So is that one full yet? No, not quite. Almost. Looks to me like... Oh yeah, the lava dropped, you see. So these... Looks like they're continuously burning lava. Or using lava to generate power when the power isn't actually going anywhere. So I'm pretty sure we need some augments in there to stop that behaviour from happening. Right, so let's get our energy pipes in. Now this is not going to look very good. Yeah, I kind of don't like that. Kind of don't like that at all, but I can't see... I mean, we can go underneath there and sort of round. So if we go down that one there, there's nothing that requires power over at that side, so we need to come across to this one here. And then go across. And then come up for air before we die. Oops. Probably don't need to put all these actually in before we put the machines in, because I'm not quite sure where we're going to put these or how we're going to put them. So let's just take one of these storage drawers here, and I'll show you how this is hopefully going to work. I'll take that as well, and this storage drawer. In fact, no, I'll leave that storage drawer. I'll use one of the barrels. That's what I got them for, these barrels. So what we're going to have at the back is... oh, I need a cobblestone. Let's use that cobblestone. So what we're going to have here is our crusher for dust. Now, which way round are these? Is that the right way round? Yes, that's the right way round. So that's going to be our dust output. That is going to be dust in there. So in here we have sand, and that is going to be our... Oh yeah, that's fine. So that is dust output, that is sand output, so the sand drops into there and comes out as dust. So that would be our gravel, which drops into there, comes out as sand. So we want another one on top of there. Which will be our cobblestone. So this is our cobblestone. So let's see if that's right. So cobblestone, gravel, sand, dust. So that's 3 we want. So now what I want to do is move this over here, so that's at the back. So our resource gen goes on top of there. And our cobble goes on top of there. We need a torch up there because that's not going to work. That's not going to light up. Right, so that should generate cobblestone, which should be filling this up. Why is that not dropping into there? Probably because this is out of energy, so we can break these now. Now, I do believe our energy pipes are just here. They are. These are all... Oh, these need wrenching, don't they? You have to wrench these into outputs, otherwise they will not output power. So there, it now accepts the cobblestone because it's got a tick, so that's working. That should be turning into gravel. And when it's done, it's gone through already. Where are we? So that's sand, which should get turned into dust. There we go. When that fills up, all these will back up. Now, I'm not 100% sure yet whether I'm going to keep these barrels or I might change them for storage drawers. But we will see. That is the idea there. Now, I could, in theory... Now, let me just... I've had a look at the pack and where we're going with the resource production. And in particular, this poor transformation powder here. If you look at the uses, or press U on the transformation powder, you can see that one is used with sand dust and the more pebbles to create the next tier up. So this transformation powder here is used in the same manner but not with lava, with a different fluid, to get the block version, and then that block version is sieved to get aluminium, iron and nickel. So therefore these poor transformation powders are used, and then if you look at the uses of this next one up, you'll see that that is used to make the next one up as well, along with these nuggets. So we're going to have to continually make a lot of the initial poor transformation powder to do all the different tiers of powder that we need to make. So we're going to need a lot of, basically what I'm saying is we're going to need a lot of dust. So the more dust we have, the more of this dust we can make to make the transformation powder in these tables. And in fact what we can do is we can actually, in fact I won't move it over just yet because I need to figure out which method to use to only put a stack in. Which also means we need to continually make pebbles. Because again, going back, as you can see here, this recipe requires pebbles to make the next transformation powder, and then we use more pebbles to make the one above that, and then it actually changes into something else. We don't use the skulking. So we've got 3 different powders there that we need to sort of cater for. I'm just keeping my eye on mobs because obviously I think I've lit it up properly, but just in case we get mobs spawning on here, I don't really want them yet. So something for me to think about there. This is going to take quite a while. These machines are not fast, not in the slightest, but by doing this it's all automated, and of course one of these is not enough to keep up with 4 of these. I think one kept up with 3 with the tin block on top. So it's kind of hit and miss because we can speed them up as we go along. So I think that's how we're going to do it. Now I have got 3 more of these, so I could quite easily we could actually quite easily double this up. If I use double chests on the top of these, it should feed both, should it not? I'll just break all these, which it's not going to like in the slightest. We will keep barrels at the bottom here. But if I grab some more chests...
2 hours later.
So no, this doesn't actually work like that. It was worth looking at, I suppose. Oh well, it was worth a try. Now, I bet our lava is screaming. Yeah, empty, 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 empty. Almost empty of lava. They're completely empty. But that could be because they've all been pushed across into these. So that's relatively full. That's nowhere near full. And that's only half full. So let me create some more crucibles and we will extend this line. But not the dynamos for now. We've got enough there. It's dust and clay, isn't it? Have we got any clay left? Oh, we've got 2 there already made. Clay, 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 clay. Nope. And we need dust for clay. Has it used it all? Damn it. Oh, it's a good job we've got these running, isn't it? There's loads of dust in here, look. I'm sure we put dust in these 4 containers for clay. Yep. Create them into balls and then combine those with dust to create the clay, and then we use the clay to create the crucibles, and then we... Oh, this is the other thing I just did. Run out of fuel in there. Just a little automation on so far as the furnace is concerned. All it does is pull out the bottom and then hopper in the top just to put whatever in. While I was pulling these off out of here and then just manually crafting them. So that's 4 more crucibles. So all we do with this chain here is we simply... Is that putting lava in? Oh wow, okay. We'll wrench the lava out, and then all we need to do is add on a item pipe on the top. Now, as you can see here, this... Oh, it already had a lava block underneath it. Let me show you what happens if you use running lava. Now, that automatically places a block of stone underneath because it hit the water. But if I put a crucible here, now that's not a lava source underneath, that's running. You'll see the heat drops, look. So a lava source is 30 heat, but you can use running lava, and that is 23 heat. So if you haven't got like a bucket of lava that you can take out of one of these, we're all currently getting drained, you can still use the running one, although it's not as efficient as using a lava source. So we can do that. And if we do the same here, will that run again? It does. And you'll see now the heat is 15, and over here the heat is 8. So as the further away you get from the source, the worse it gets. Now I'm not going to pull that lava out of these back 2, and then when they're filled up and I've got a bucket's worth, I'll change these to source blocks. Let me just double check that these are both pulling out. And they are. Okay. A bit concerned that one is considerably lower than this one, but yeah, they're both pulling out, so it's fine. So that's all there is for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed the time lapse of the build. I'm not sure how long it will be. This is me speaking to you pre-edit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and things are finally getting there. We're getting into our tech side, and I shall catch you in the next one. Goodbye for now.